Hey, welcome back to the 6.8 liter garage. Today's a little bit of a throwback episode. I'm going to do another rusty saw project. Fab Life, my buddy down in Australia, down under, did a Father's Day saw, dad's workshop Father's Day saw, and made me think, I still have I bought 10 of these rusty saws for $10 at a swap meet, and I still have 5 or 6 of them left, so I'm going to do another project. I've already drawn it, but I'll send you away with Laptop Guy, and he can show you basically how I created the drawing, and when you get back, we'll cut it out and see how it turns out. Okay, I'm going to try to do a quick walkthrough of how I created the Dad's Workshop saw cut file. And the first thing I did was create well, let's take a look at it. This is the actual cut file, or the SVG that I cut out. So the first thing I did was draw the outline, and so let's do that. And then this saw blade, this wrench and screwdriver, and this hammer and saw are just clip art. So let's do this. So the first thing I did was draw the saw blade outline. I measured that, and it was 1.5 inches at the tip. So the height was 1.5 inches. And on the saw blade side, the flat side, it was 23 inches. So that's the number I'm going to use here. 23 inches. It's 21 inches at the peak. This is just to outline the cuttable, the usable area of the saw. So at 21 inches is where the top of the handle hits, and that was 5 3/4 of an inch from the blade. So first thing I'm going to do, or the next thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to change this object, this rectangle, into a path. And then I'm going to go to the path tool, because that allows us to do this, to make it more like our saw blade. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's some measurements I need. Like I said, 5 3/4, right? So let's do a square, well, square-ish. 5 3/4, so 5.75 inches. And I'm going to stick that right here. That's just an aid for measuring. And that's the height I need. So if I go back to my node tool, I know this node is right here, somewhere along this line. But to know exactly where, we need to measure it. And that one should be 21 inches. So if I grab this guy and stick it here, and grab this guy and stick it here, where are we? We're at 19, so 21 inches. It's right there. So at 20 3/8. So if I go back to my node tool and move this to 20 3/8 on that line, that's it. So that's my outline of my saw. I'm going to delete the objects I don't need. So this is the outline of the saw, and we can make the background match it. And we can see here that it's roughly it is 1.5 inches. Let's move it so it's directly on the 6, and it is 1.5 inches tall. Okay, so that's exactly where I want to be, but I didn't want to cut all the way to the edge, so 5 3/4 of an inch. What I did is duplicate it, so Control D, it duplicates it. And then I'm going to lock the aspect ratio on the new one, and I'm going to make it exactly 5 inches tall. And then we'll move it. I'm just using Alt and arrow keys to move it. You don't have to use Alt. So this gives you an idea of where the cut area is in the saw, something like that. So the smaller drawing is the one we need, not the larger one. But I'm going to leave the larger one on the screen just so we have it. Alright, so the next thing we need is our clip art. So I'm going to import. I put them on the desktop. So saw blade, import the saw blade, and I think I shrunk it. So this is going to be difficult to reproduce what I did, but we'll do our best. Something like that. Shift, just click, select them both, path, difference, and the next piece of clip art, import, see the hammer and saw, and this one is a graphic, so we need to trace it. So you go up to path, trace bitmap. The tool's actually already open over here. So we apply this. Now we have our path. We can delete the image. And this goes, I would think it was somewhere about like that. Shift, click, select them both. Path, difference. So now we have that. And then the last clip art that I added actually to support some of the words, the letters in dads. That's not quite. So like I said, it's going to be difficult to make this exactly how I had it. I think I need to rotate this a hair. And make it a little bit larger. Something like that. Shift, click, path, difference. Now we need to add the words. So if I click here, type, I think it was all caps. Actually, it wasn't all caps, the S was small. Dads. And the D goes to the top, so like that. Something like that. Shift click, path, difference. So now the S is captured, the apostrophe is captured, the D is captured, the A is captured, and this D, it is captured, but it's not really, it should probably be higher. Control Z. And if I move that up a hair, yeah, that'll be better. Something like that. So path, difference. Whoops, better highlight them both. Path, difference. And then we need workshop. All caps. I think we're going to make that smaller. 1.5 inches. We'll try. And put that in here. Shift click. Highlight both. Path. Difference. So you can see that that's essentially how I created it. It's not exact. It's not an exact copy, but from that we should be able to, you know, tweak it and get a similar result. And that shows you how it sits on the saw. All right, back out to the garage. All right, welcome back. To be honest, I'm a little bit at a loss because I haven't seen the video that Laptop Guy did, so I'm not sure what he showed you or what he told you. But he should have showed you the drawing, the drawing that I drew, and then walked through the steps that he thinks I took to make the drawing. So hopefully he's got his crap together today. It wouldn't be the exact drawing that he walked you through, but same steps. So I got this cleaned up. It's been playing up here. Time lapse, took the saw apart and just knocked the really bad red rust off of it. I don't want to get too crazy about cleaning it up because what if I screw it up? I might have to do a different saw and that'd be a waste. I can always clean it up some more after I cut it, but I think it'll go well. I've got this all lined up on here, and I actually ran the program a couple times, made sure everything's level and square. It should be right. I use, this probably isn't 16 gauge, but I'm using my 16 gauge setting, so it'll be 30 amps, 55 psi, and it'll move 110 inches per second, 110 inches per minute. And well, we'll see what happens. I'll get everything fired up and we'll cut it. Turn the torch on. Check the settings real quick. Yeah. And let's see what it does. Okay, I haven't touched anything yet. I just kind of let the smoke clear. Opened up some doors. But a couple of things I forgot to tell you about this was one thing I did when I switched to 30 amps is I changed the tip. So it was a fresh tip, but I used a 0.8 tip instead of the 1.0 that was in it from cutting out the hooks in my last video. So you might want to consider that a finer tip for things like this if you're doing this kind of stuff on a thinner material. Let's see what happens when we take that apart. I use different pieces of scrap to level things out. Let's see, it shouldn't be hot. Some of these pieces are a little more involved. Yeah, one big piece. I don't want to break off what's supposed to be there. There we go. Dad's workshop. Came out pretty good. Alright, so I got the shop all cleaned up, got everything put away, and cleaned up the cuts on this. The latest Dad's Workshop saw, rustic saw. I put a coat of lacquer. It's just Rust-Oleum spray lacquer. I love this stuff for doing these rustic projects. I like what it does to the wood. And you can use one product to spray the metal and the wood, so pretty good deal. And I like what it does to the metal too. The rusty metal looks pretty good with the lacquer on there. Anyway, came out pretty good. I like this design better than the one I've done in the past. Cutting out more of the, you know, the design and leaving the part I want. So you know, I'm pretty happy with it. Hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, I appreciate it if you leave a comment, give me a like, subscribe. Won't hurt you. Subscribe. Does help me though. Anyway, yeah, I appreciate you watching, and that's what I got for this week. Thank you.